So welcome back. Actually, I'm gonna run you through one of the things that I found so awesome and also irritating. Which is really interesting to say. It's one of those. So in Cyberpunk 2077, you get this really nice mission where you actually go for races, which I suppose every open world game would like to do its own race kind of style. But this one really got me. I mean, I noticed few glitches here and there in the beginning of the game, but none of them were more prevalent than the ones in the races. You really got weird ones where you'd find yourself in second or first place, and then all of a sudden you're fifth or sixth place in the race, and you don't understand how. Or specifically for if you ever use the car that I'm using in this video, for some reason your character's animation does not show them getting out of the car or sticking their body out of the car to actually shoot. So your character Claire, or sorry, your companion Claire, is actually glitching through the car to shoot, which doesn't happen in any of the other cars. At least in the previous races I used different cars. So the objects of this is actually, you have no holds bar races, you just race and the passenger actually goes around shooting the opposition, basically. Shoot them, kill them, whatever. Which is great, but there were two things to it. One, as much as your companion would keep shooting at people, no car would ever blow up. Like, your car would like smoke and burn or whatever, but nothing would actually ever blow up. That's the one. Which, fair, admittedly, like, you sort of gives a sense of tension to it, but you never get to the point where it's like, oh man, I'm out of the game because of this. That's the first. The second, the race had a lot of rubber banding where if you started off slow, some of the characters actually just waited. You could actually just slow down and like come to a complete crawl and wait for and see these guys waiting for you, which admittedly was just frustrating, and I hope they fix it in the patches coming. But that actually is nothing in comparison to what happened at the end. So you get the last race and you're going up against so Claire has a personal vendetta to this guy named Samson. Long story short is Samson is responsible for Claire's husband's death, which admittedly has Claire ticked off, hence she has a complete vendetta throughout this entire race, which you only find out after you've actually qualified for the final race. Admittedly, the choice ends up being yours of, do you continue with the race and disregard Claire's revenge and actually finish the race, or would you rather follow up with Claire's revenge story and punch Samson's ticket? But the thing was this one glitch would not execute that final animation. You'd basically drive for as far as you could, and then Samson would basically get damaged to the point where he turned off onto one of the side streets. But all of this is actually a pre-scripted sequence where it doesn't matter how far, close, or whatever you follow Samson, you just need to be within a certain distance so that the game can kind of keep animation going. He always turns off the same off-ramp. He always gets damaged at the same point, whether you play the game many times through. Yes, you admittedly would never play the game many times through, you'd just play the game once and you'd either make a decision one way or another. But unfortunately you have to, or I had to, purely because the game and its scripted sequence didn't execute one thing. By the end, as you see in this video, by the end, the scripted sequence that's supposed to actually have Samson crash and roll his car does not actually execute the way it should. Initially, I'm sitting there stuck while he crashes somewhere and I'm not able to do anything. Like, you're physically stuck in a location or whatever angle your car's stuck in until Claire gets at the car, or until Samson rolls his car. You can't do anything, and I had to go back, autosave, and replay the sequence, which admittedly is pretty frustrating. I had to do this. I think I did it about 3 times, and I think it was late. It was probably like something like 10 p.m. or I'm lying, it was probably 2 a.m. in the morning. and I was just absolutely tired. I was like, I could jam this game all night, all day, but this moment was so frustrating. It was so incredibly frustrating that I just put it down. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this in the morning, and I managed to do it in the morning. I managed to play the game properly, but only I had to do one specific thing. When you follow Samson, don't try ram them, don't try chase them. After the off ramp, literally follow him like you're going 50 kilometers an hour or 50 miles. I don't know, the game doesn't really say if it's in kilometers or if it's in metric or if it's in imperial, but just follow them at 50, or just follow them slowly, because as you drive along, the guy's gonna skip along and he'll crash, and then eventually the scripted sequence activates, or the scripted sequence renders. But I know I'm nitpicking because I have an Xbox Series S, which admittedly, yes, would have or experienced more glitches. Fine, but the mere fact that I did, and it was so frustrating, is something. But hey, apart from that, I really liked the whole Beat the Beast. I think that's the name.
Sorry, Adami, I'm gonna correct you right there. It's not Beat the Beast, it's the Beast in Me. Purely because it's right on the screen. How could you miss it? Admittedly, it's only funnier because I rendered this. I did the voiceover, then actually rendered the images, so things just so happened to line up.
Mission with Claire, Beat the Beast, or something. I don't know. I suppose I'm at that point where mission names don't really matter. I can just describe it as like, yeah, that one. The race sequences, because it's the only race sequences in the entire game. I really wish they would have added more, even if it's like post game or post sequence or post story races. It would have really been something interesting to get into as well. As much as you have so many NCPD missions and whatnot, this would have been one thing to actually also get into. But admittedly, after that, I really liked the sequence. I really liked how it ended. You have a choice. I admittedly went for choosing to take out Samson. I would also like to see how the game also reacts if I take the alternate choice. But I mean, I did get Claire's car at the end of the day, so yay, I guess. But that's I suppose one of my most annoying glitches that I've experienced. Quite literally, it's the worst one, where it's like you actually had to go back. You had to go back to a previous save. If I did not have a previous save, oh my lordy lord, I'd be bugged. But apart from that, that was actually the worst. Pretty much, I like the game though. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the whole topic. Being it the worst glitch I've experienced so far. Everybody's got funny glitches, but this is just that one annoying glitch that I've experienced. So yeah, that's the Beast in Me glitch. Annoying as hell, but I got through it and managed to actually finish the game, and I've got many more videos coming up, so why don't you just stick around and actually listen to the lovely soothing drive with Claire, and then watch us get Beast at the end. And then also, now you know how to get Beast.
Beast is yours.
Wait, what? You're giving me a rig?
It's not mine. It belonged to me and Dean. But since we are no more... Take care, V, and watch those turns or you'll end up wrapped around a lamppost.